Our health is the most critical thing to living a fulfilling life. It's something that's so ingrained in how we behave and how we operate that we take hygiene for granted. We don't even realize how important hygiene is. But the reality is, if we don't take care of our health, we don't take care of our body, and it starts to deteriorate, you can have the best ideas on the planet, but if you're sick, in bed, or not alive, there's no way you can operate or fulfill on that purpose. So hygiene is integrated in from an early state. What's one of the first things we learn as a kid? Wash your hands, wash your face, and brush your teeth before you go to bed. What's one of the first things we do in the morning? Take a shower, put on clean clothes, and brush our teeth. Right? These are things that we just take for granted. I don't know anybody that's going to go a month without changing their clothes. I don't know anyone that's going to go a month without taking a shower. I don't know anyone that's going to go a month without brushing their teeth. To me, because it's not only important for health, most people don't realize it, but the health of your mouth dictates the health of your body. If you have bad bacteria in your mouth or you have an infection in your mouth, it can impact your health, your energy, and other areas and other organs. It's crazy what a critical role the enzymes and health of our mouth plays, yet many of us don't realize it. So brushing our teeth and doing mouthwash isn't just about the teeth. It's about the health of our mouth and the health of our whole body. And plus, if you're like me where you talk or speak, you want a nice smile, right? You want those beautiful pearly whites. You want to take care of that. So to me, brushing is a non-negotiable. The 3 most important minutes of your day is brushing and flossing your teeth, right? Minute and a half, 2 minutes in the morning, minute and a half, 2 minutes at night. Those 2 things, those 2 habits consistently done can change your life. So those are non-negotiables. I would never, ever think for a second not to have personal hygiene. But computers, technology, online, digital. Where is our digital hygiene? Where is our digital cleanliness? Just like brushing our teeth, just like putting on clean clothes, just like taking a shower, changing our passwords, not clicking on links, and removing apps that we no longer use are parts of digital hygiene. Downloading apps on your phone that are free, that are monitoring and tracking everything you do, and leaving them on there even though you're not using it is just as bad as not changing your clothes. It's just as bad as not showering. It's going to cause problems in your life. It's going to cause issues for you online. Because here's the reality. Free is not free, my friends. Free, I call it the F word. And people always laugh because I do talks on, I hate the F word. And being a New Yorker, people immediately assume a different F word. But when I say I hate the F word, and I think the F word is the worst word in the vocabulary, I'm referring to free. Because here's the reality. Free is not free, my friends. It's not. Free means they are giving you the app, and in return, you're giving them your personal data. You're letting them track, you monitor, and watch you. If you don't believe me, go in to your phone and look under settings, look under location tracking, and look at all the apps that track your location. Go under camera. Look at all the apps that have access to your camera. Go under microphone. Look at all the apps that have access to your microphone. Question, why does a flashlight, this is true, one of the top loaded apps is a flashlight app. This flashlight app is actually created and run by a foreign country. And when you download it, it turns on your location, your camera, and your microphone. If you go in and you disable location tracking, if you go in and you disable camera or microphone, the app doesn't work. Because free isn't free. It's exchanging data. But here's the crazy part. There are apps that are written from China that are downloadable in the App Store that monitor and track your location, yet we're okay with that. But we're making a huge stink over TikTok. TikTok is much more visible and more aware because it's a social media platform, but the reality is TikTok is not the problem. Free is the problem. TikTok is a free app. Same problem as the flashlight, but TikTok is a symptom. It's not the problem. The problem is free apps that are monitoring and tracking that we have on our phone that we're not using. So Digital Hygiene 1, any app that you haven't used in 30 days, delete it. Now, if you delete an app off your phone, it no longer tracks, no longer monitors, it no longer watches you. Now, all the previous data, the damage is done, but at least you're controlling and minimizing the damage. So what if just like changing our clothes? What if just like taking a shower? What if every day we looked at our apps and we said any app that hasn't been used in 30 days, we remove. So today, there might be an app that hasn't been used in 29 days. That's okay. Tomorrow, when it's 30 days, we remove it. So every day, we're going in and removing 1 or 2 apps, slowly cleaning up. And here's the trick. If you do a little bit every day, it's easy. If I go in right now for most people and I say, I want you to go and check every single app and delete all of the apps that haven't been used in 30 days, that might take you 3 or 4 hours. That's not going to be something that's feasible or reasonable to do. But if every day I say delete 1 or 2 apps, that becomes easy. That becomes simple. Same thing with passwords. What if we go in and every quarter, just like we go in and we change our air filters. If you're like me, depending on the type of house, I have air filters that have to be changed every 90 days. I have a reminder on my calendar. The first day of every quarter, I get a reminder and I go in and I change the air filters. It's part of how I operate, part of my personal hygiene. What if I also put a note that every 90 days I change my passwords? Every day I go in and change and update my information. And then the third critical piece of digital hygiene, what if every day you tell yourself, don't click on links, don't open attachments? There are so many rogue text attacks out there. The big one now, I don't know if you've seen, but most people have seen it, where you get a message saying you ran a toll in a certain state, and if you don't pay that toll within 24 hours, there's going to be a significant fine. Now, most people at some point in their life have been in Florida. Like there's Disney World, lots of theme parks. Most people have been there. So the big scam is it actually comes from the Florida toll system and says, we're updating our computer system and we're accessing records from the last 3 years. Over the last 3 years, we've noticed that you've had a toll violation. And it actually looks official. It has a unique identifier, a number, a date. Like it looks really official that most people overlook going, oh yeah, I've been in Florida for 3 years. It's probably legit. Oh yeah, I know I speed. I probably blew a toll booth. And they go in and they try to pay it and it's a scam and they steal their credit card information. So what if just like brushing your teeth every day you subconsciously remind yourself to brush your teeth? What if we build that habit that subconsciously you remind yourself every day, don't click on links? But Eric, what if it's legit? Go to the app. Any entity that you deal with, your bank, shipping, e-commerce that you're dealing with on a regular basis, there should be a secure verified app. You should have that secure verified app on your phone. Now, if you get a text message or an email saying that, hey, your account has been accessed or there's a shipping problem, you go to the app and verify it in a secure manner. Simple, easy cyber hygiene that will go a long way to protecting and securing yourself online. Just like we've developed really good personal hygiene, we need to start developing really good cyber hygiene. And the 3 core areas is controlling, minimizing and reducing apps, changing your passwords, and not clicking on links. And if you do those 3 things on a consistent and regular basis, it will transform your digital life, make you secure, and make things so much safer and better for you and your family in the future.